Hey y'all, welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. It's pea picking time. We got corn needs to be harvested. Hadn't done a lot of gardening videos this year. Just gardening has been horrible, but now we've got a pile of peas here, so I am fixing to show you a little bit. We're gonna pick them. I think we finally talked Brody into helping us pick them. You gonna help us pick some peas? All right. Well, come on, let's get it did. Y'all, we got old Brody trained on how to pick these peas, and he is doing a fantabulous job at it. And I waited till Michelle left and turned the camera on. That way it looked like she wasn't doing nothing. In fact, she done picked a bucket before he got out of here. But what we're doing is we're trying to round up some folks to come pick what they want, because there's no way we're gonna all pick all of this. Look at all these peas, y'all. Top pick, purple hull, and we pick them. Once they start turning about like this, they perfect. They'll shell really easy. I mean, you can, but most likely we probably gonna take these. See how they just one-handed, they just bust open. Probably we're gonna take these to a sheller and have them shelled at our local co-op. So let us get these picked. We'll see what's what in a little bit. Look, tilt it over this way.
Well, I'm going to look.
All right. Well, Brody got about a half a bucket. I filled up a bucket. Michelle's got another bucket full, and we got a bucket in the house. So there's 2 whole rows over there that we're not even gonna pick. We fixing to go start gathering corn. I called JR and Nikki from the Willis Way. They gonna come pick over some of these peas, and I'm gonna give them some corn. We got more than we can food with. We're trying to decide if we're gonna shell these ourselves or take them to the sheller, and I think we're probably gonna take them to the sheller because I don't mind shelling peas. It's actually enjoyable sitting in front of the TV at night to do it, but we got corn that's got to be cut and put up. When everything's getting ready at the same time, it makes it difficult. And we got a bunch of tomatoes, so let's ride down here and let's look, see what else we got. We're down here at the garden. My tomatoes are doing okay. All of the squash that we had just about it drowned. The ones that actually started coming up late are coming up now and doing all right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's about 6 down through there that sprouted late. One of the problems with so much rain on my tomatoes is, look at this. Before they ever get right, we got this happening. And it's happening on a lot of them. So it's kind of heartbreaking. It's a battle to have anything this year. See that one? Look. See that rot all the way around the bottom? And that is different than what the blossom end rot is. So, I mean, and it's from so much rain and then it got hot. And I mean, it's like all of them. Look right here. See, look at that. Rotted.
Something's taking on them.
Yeah, there was a rabbit run out of here last night. Look, rotted. I mean, it is pitiful, y'all.
Every one of these are eat off of.
Yeah, birds, blue jays, they see we got, look at that. So, needless to say, the garden this year has been a challenge. I mean, birds has picked on all the right ones. And we finally had a few cucumbers come up and start growing, and we got one right here, so we've had what cucumbers we need. The corn is the thing right now, and this a mess. You see this? I went through my running beans and hand pulled out all of them vines, and then it rained. It is just now dry enough to get in here. So we got peaches and cream corn. That's covered with ants. See what it looks like. Don't look real healthy to me. It has been a challenging year to do a garden. Let's see if some of these other years they look better. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, that one looks good. I just happened to grab a bad one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of corn right here. We're gonna get what we want, which ain't no whole lot. And then I did manage to take the weed eater and clean up in here and got to where we could find our peas. It looks like I need to get the weed eater and come back in here. There ain't no ply in it no more. So anyway, we're gonna get this corn picked, then we'll get to cutting it off. Up. You gonna get somewhere else and do it?
I like to do it down here in the shade, but we're looking for the shots at.
I guess in that. The honeysuckles has took over our.
Better hold on.
We got these baskets that we throw our stuff in, but the honeysuckles has took them over. We can still throw it over in there. It'll be all right. That'll be all right. We can throw it in there.
I didn't get
A chair? Yeah. So y'all, we didn't pick no whole bunch, and the reason is we still got corn in the freezer from last year. So we just kind of picked what we needed. So we're just gonna shuck this. And I'm just gonna lay it right there for now. We probably need a bucket of water, don't
I
we?
shuck it, and you
Cut it.
Yeah, I gotta put some water in the bowl. I'll go fill this one with water, and then we'll cut it in that one.
Alright, the way I normally cut it, y'all, I got this board I lay up here on my and I know these all different kind of this is peaches and cream. And that's about the extent of it. I'm probably gonna have to she parked this buggy on heel. I'm gonna have to straighten it up. He's driving me nuts. So some of what I picked is squirrels that done worked on. So I just cut where they had chewed off because they ain't hurt nothing. I know some people will be like, oh, throw that whole cob away. I can't do it. So a lot of times I do it like that and it'll sling all them. I got a brush somewhere that I had that you could brush some of them out. It helps a lot. I'll probably go hunt it here in a minute. But we ain't got a whole pile we're gonna do. We just got 2 sacks. And we're gonna see where we're at. We may pick a little more before we
scoot down.
I've seen people using drills and all kind of stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you, I just like using a knife. These all kind of, well, I found that all that stuff, time you rig it up and set it up, you could have done been through cutting the corn off. So that's my opinion on it. Use whatever you want to use, you know what I mean? Corn silks is good for you. They're diuretic. That silk right there is medicinal. Leave it in there and eat it. It'll be good for you. Everybody wants to get it out. It ain't never bothered me to eat it now. If you eat it off a cob, it's a little bit of a problem, but we're down to the last cob. This is what I got, y'all, out of 2 feed sacks full of corn. We picked 2 of these feed sacks full. So that equals about a dish pan, and I was trying to scrape them cobs, y'all, but I cut this close enough to the cob, but they ain't nothing left to scrape. I just about cut all the juice out. So I had somebody last year scolded me about not scraping that cob. But watch this, I can scrape it and they ain't nothing coming out. So that is it. We are done with what we're gonna fool with corn. We're gonna give the rest of it away. So we got a huge, big dish pan. And old Jonah done the job. I gotta go wash it good. I think I'm gonna pour this water out down here. I'll put it in the chute. All right. Y'all, we are cooking the last pot of the peas. How many bags we did? I done took down to the freezer I think 6 or 8 bags that we did. So what she's doing right now is dipping the bad ones and stuff like that out of there. How much corn did you put up?
I didn't even count. I think it was like 8 bags, maybe.
So we could have done more, but JR and Nikki and them came and got some stuff. I didn't even think about filming while they were here. So anyway, and I got in there to do the video I was like, I need to get this video stuff off my phone. We cut grass today. Michelle cut some, I cut some. This is her first time riding a lawnmower. I showed y'all a clip of that. I don't even think she knows it. But
it's not my first time ever riding a lawnmower.
First time in a while. But anyway, we are 10 o'clock. And we're still working on peas. So that is the thing of the garden. That is one of the reasons we took the peas to the sheller today. I enjoy sitting around and shelling peas when you got time. But when you got a pile of other stuff going on, things need doing, go pay somebody. I think it cost us $6 to shell all them peas. Well worth it, y'all. Now, if I had plenty of free time, I would have loved to just sit here and watch TV and shell peas. I enjoy it. But I am fixing to go now and try to edit this video. So time is of the essence. You do what's more practical. So she's still putting up canning where we bagging these. We may can some peas here in the near future. I think we done with the corn, which we still had a bunch of corn in the freezer. We still got a lot of peas in the freezer. So that is why I share the wealth. Find some people that don't have it. Last year we didn't put up peas. We still got peas in the freezer because if you're not careful, you wind up with some in there that's from like 2005 that still ain't been eaten, and they only keep for so long. I mean, they'll keep, or they're not as good for so long. You can keep them and they're edible, but so instead of packing a whole pile of new stuff, we're trying to eat some of the other junk. So we're working on cleaning the freezer out. But anyway,
so now I'm going to get my pajamas on. He's done got his.
I done had my
on.
shower. Got all. I mean, y'all, it's been hot, which it ain't been that bad today. Really, today has been a fairly pleasant day. But yeah, I'm fixing to go work on editing. Thank y'all for watching The Spirit of the Outdoors. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good one.